In episode 4, I welcomed Peter Seidenberg, the great cellist, along with Craig Ketter, who rejoined the fun. Anyway, Peter and I spent a lot of time talking about this new piece composed by New York City-based composer Marianna Rosett, who also happens to be my next-door neighbor, my downstairs neighbor. This piece is called Kaddish, and it too is from a larger piece called Ghost Brothers. So Marianna composed this piece, which is an autobiographical piece. Marianna was born just after the Second World War to parents who had experienced unspeakable loss during the war. They had been married to other people. They had had other children, all of whom perished in the war. And they, like many others just like them, found each other immediately after the war ended and immediately got married and immediately started a new family for a real tragic do-over at life. And Marianna was one of these children born at that time. What Marianna experienced, which I understand is very similar to people in her same situation, born in Europe just after the war, was a home filled with joy and love and great hope, but also a home that was permeated by an unknowable, inexplicable sadness. It was only later in life that Marianna learned that she had in fact had a half-brother who had perished during the Holocaust. So this piece, Ghost Brothers, is her tribute to this idea of the sibling whom you didn't know, whom you might not have really even known about, and whom was never discussed, but who still plays such an important part in your life. So this piece, Kaddish, gets its name from the Jewish prayer that mourners say. And one of the pieces of this that I find incredibly meaningful for me, and the way Peter Seidenberg described it is he said that it was a sonic, subtle bridge to the past, which I just love, is the idea that in the Hebrew and Aramaic words that get used in this song that is mostly sung in English, there's the famous beginning of the Mourner's Kaddish, Yiskadal v'yiskadash shemei rabbah. Now that pronunciation, Yiskadal v'yiskadash, is an old-fashioned pronunciation of Hebrew. A modern-day Hebrew speaker would say Yit Gadal v'yit kadash. You can hear that there's a t sound instead of a s sound. The composer and the librettist, Brooke Johnson, decided to set this in the older pronunciation of Hebrew. So that evokes for me the voice of my grandparents, not my own. And so it immediately links me in that chain, that long chain that stretches back for millennia to those who have gone before me. And so there's just that added level of connection that exists for me in this piece. I hope you enjoy it. This is Kaddish from Ghost Brothers by Marianna Rosett, performed by me, soprano Allison Charney, cellist Peter Seidenberg, and pianist Craig Ketter. And the entire episode on which this is featured is episode 4 from PREformances Season of Hope.
Without a tenor, teacher left without a learner. Wash their hair, clean their faces, let them go